You don't know, you damn well should know. My name is ragreynolds, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the utter desperation of StealStreamNews. Right after posting my last video about StealStreamNews, I went away for a few days, and in that time, quite a few things happened. And I want to take this video to go over those things. So there's three main things I want to talk about in this video. The first topic is StealStreamNews and his sleazy band of flip-floppers. The second is Onison's defense of StealStreamNews. And the third is StealStreamNews' utter desperation. So as a lot of you watching this will know, the recent StealStreamNews drama largely came about when a bunch of ex-fans and moderators of StealStreamNews left his community. They turned on him. Now this was a big deal because in the past most of the people who supported StealStreamNews were very staunchly for him. They didn't bat an eye at anything, they didn't believe anything, they never said a bad word against him. But suddenly some stuff happened, some drama happened, and a few people left. And those people then started turning more people against StealStreamNews. There were three main individuals here, and I'm not going to mention them by name because unlike StealStreamNews, they will not mind the negative attention. In fact, they strive for drama. They would feed off of it. They would be happy for me to mention them by name and give them extra attention. Anyone who's up to date on the situation probably knows exactly who I'm talking about. But there are three main people. As far as I'm aware, everyone other than these three main women have stayed against SSN. But yes, as I just insinuated there, these three main women who left StealStreamNews' community have now gone back to his community. After speaking with numerous people with all different opinions on this drama and who are on all different sides, I have come to the understanding that what happened was StealStreamNews was unhappy with a certain one or two people. He then removed the moderator permissions from a certain person, and in the past this person had made threats, had said if he ever removes my moderator role in this Discord, then I will destroy his Discord, I will fight against him. And basically that is what happened. Anyway, as this happened, the three main girls and along with a bunch of others all started working together to fight against StealStreamNews. A lot of the people from the past came forward as well, and everyone gathered together, including myself. We had like a Discord server, there were people gathering on Twitter, all over the place. So we all gathered in a Discord, we plotted, we spoke about all the information we had, all the receipts we had against StealStreamNews, and eventually I decided that I was going to make a few videos. Now I was well warned about these three main girls that I mentioned before. People had told me they were not to be trusted, they were liars, and two of them I understood that anyway. I hadn't heard of the third one, but two of them had a history of saying nasty things to me on my YouTube comments and on Twitter and stuff like that. So I didn't trust them anyway. So I made a conscious effort not to actually talk about any of the specific gossip that any of these girls gave me. The only thing I spoke about was actual receipts, so actual facts that could have been proved. And even then I didn't use too much of anything they gave me. The main thing I took away from the people who had gathered on Discord, the main thing I took was I took streams. I took streams that people had recorded because I wasn't around all the time to record the streams that StealStreamNews was putting out, and he kept deleting them afterwards, so other people were recording them. So the main thing I was taking away from these people were the streams. And I was also happy to use these people, just as they were trying to use me. They were trying to use me to achieve a goal. They wanted to piss off StealStreamNews as much as they possibly could. Obviously their goal was to get to where they are now, where they could be welcomed back. They wanted to be welcomed back, they wanted their moderator roles back, and that's what they got. So they used me in a sense to get that, but at the same time I was using them because we had the same goal in a sense, and our goal together was to piss him off. It was to really get under his skin. That wasn't my entire goal. My goal has always also been to actually expose him for what he is, because he constantly tries to say he's not this horrible guy when, and as a matter of fact, he really is a scumbag. Basically, there were these girls who left his Discord because they were kicked out. They left his community. They turned a bunch of other people at the same time. All these people got together, they schemed, they went around panels. I mean, some of these girls actually claimed that they filed police reports against StealStreamNews. And then suddenly they've gone back to him. Fortunately, it seems as though only these three main girls have gone back. Everyone else has kind of stayed back and realized these girls were trying to use them, were using them to achieve their own goals. So most people I've spoken to that were involved feel pretty disgusted, they feel very used, and they're very, very upset with these girls for doing what they did. And most people as well feel like they've very much discredited a lot of victims or people who have been on the wrong side of StealStreamNews, the people who have been hurt by him. But I wanted to make it clear that I really did not take any individual pieces of information these people were giving me, because these girls, one in particular, kept going on about how much of a victim she was. Now she's trying to say that she didn't want anyone to make any videos or whatever else, but she's a liar. But I want to make it clear that I didn't take any of their information, because she kept trying to give these screenshots of text she was having with StealStreamNews. She kept trying to say all these different things, try to claim he got her nudes a certain way. So when I made the video, when I covered the fact that he showed these nudes on stream, I made a very specific point of saying I do not care how he got these nudes. That is irrelevant to me. All that matters is the fact that he actually had some sort of thing in his head that told him it was a good idea to show them on stream. So yeah, to end this topic, I think it's very, very important to realize that these girls have destroyed all credibility they ever have had or ever could have. And there are only two explanations here to explain their actions, from what I can see. One explanation is that they did not believe the things they were saying about him. They were coming into Discord, they were going on panels, they were calling him a rapist, they were calling him a monster, an abuser, all these other things, saying that they were being harassed, they wanted him to leave them alone. So the first explanation is that they didn't actually believe that. And so that's why they were happy to then go back to him when the goal was achieved. The second explanation might be worse. The second explanation is they did believe the things they were saying. They did believe, they do believe that he is a horrible person, yet they have gone back anyway. Regardless of which of those two are true, it just shows you that these girls are sleazy. Maybe not quite as sleazy as StealStreamNews himself, but they're certainly more devious and more calculated than he is.
Today I want to talk about something I find irritating. You have people who obsessively go after people like somebody who rhymes with StealStreamNews, who is under heavy fire right now for allegedly doing things. Horrible things, crimes. I appreciate a social justice warrior in the right context. This is all a farce. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you really care about something, you should actually probably take legal action. You know, people are saying all kinds of things on social media. Guess what? Those aren't the cops.
This whole video from Onision is essentially just repeatedly making the point that if he is such a bad guy, then why are we not going to the police? Why are we making videos about him? Why are we talking about it? Because talking about it is nothing and it just means you want views and all this nonsense. Well, Onision, well, Greg, my first point would be, look at news stations, look at newspapers. Should they not cover murder? Should they not cover rape? Should they not cover bad things that happen? Should they instead just take their findings to the police? Should they never talk about it? There are people who have filed police reports, filed charges against StealStreamNews. He has a long history of having people file charges against him. It is not my place to file charges against a man who lives in another country. It is the place of the people who have been his victims, the people who feel violated by him. It is those people who should be filing the charges, the reports. And I have every right to talk about what happens. And I talk about what happens for a few reasons. I mean, I would be a liar to say that views have nothing to do with it, because regardless of who you are on YouTube, views always have something to do with it. If your videos on YouTube were guaranteed to get 0 views every single time you posted them, probably no one would ever post videos to YouTube. Even if you're only posting a video and you're hoping it'll get 5 views, everything is still view orientated in some sense. But I don't post these videos with the simple intention of getting views. It's not my main motivation. It's nice to have a little bit of attention with the videos I post, but that's not my main reason for doing it. There are 3 reasons that I continue to make videos about StealStreamNews. 1. I find it fun. I enjoy pissing the man off. I enjoy getting under his skin. And I enjoy getting under his skin because I genuinely believe he is a scumbag and a horrible human being. I think it is fun to piss those kind of people off. I take pleasure in making these videos. My second reason is that I feel responsible. I feel a duty to continue exposing this guy. I was the first one to ever make a video about him. I am friends with some of the people that have had bad run-ins with him. I know a lot of people who have had negative experiences with them. And I feel obliged to continue pressing this guy. If I was to stop now, if I was to give up, I would feel as though I was doing a disservice to those I have spoken up for in the past. And my third reason for doing this, and perhaps the most important of all, taking away my own self-interests, is the fact that I'm trying to expose this guy. I'm trying to stop him growing on this platform. This is a guy whose live streaming channel, his most used channel at the moment, has 4,500 subscribers. Just a tiny bit more than me. He intends to grow that channel. And his channel is steadily growing, and it has been for a long time. His other channel was steadily growing. It was for a long time. He's had numerous channels that have all been growing. By making these videos, I hope that I can let people know what kind of guy this is, and I can stop them from supporting him. I hope that I can stop him from growing faster. I hope I can stop his growth, or at least have an impact on it. If I'm not making these videos, I'm one of the only people making these videos. There are a few people, but I'm one of the only ones. It's not getting huge exposure here. So if we all stopped, if me and a few others stopped making videos, no one's going to know about this guy's shady dealings. It doesn't matter if the police get involved and deal with it, or whatever else happens there. This guy is still going to grow and make money. And it doesn't help that it seems as though his viewers are funding his drug habit. So I'm doing my best to expose this guy for who he is, to tell people who he is, to make people aware, so that they don't go near him, so that they don't support him. Because if we don't make people aware, sure, the police might do something about it, but how long is that going to take? When's that going to happen? Is it going to work out? Is there sufficient evidence for them to do so? I'm telling people to be wary of this guy. I'm trying to make it so that people don't get caught up in his nonsense, and so that more people do not get hurt. So I feel obliged to continue making these videos. Maybe you don't understand that, Onision. Maybe you don't. You're very black and white guys we've established numerous times in the past. So whatever. Now, to those who were saying that he was defending StealStreamNews, I'm not so sure that this was necessarily a defense video. I feel like this was more of a video where he was just trying to insert himself into a situation for whatever reason. And he was trying to more talk about how he's apparently better than others because he's not the one who's making videos about this guy for views, even though he just made a video about the situation to try and get some views. But whatever. So that's that. So now my final topic that I wanted to cover in this video is StealStreamNews' utter desperation. Now, what do I mean by utter desperation? Well, I mean the fact that he's trying to strike down videos that he doesn't like. Anyone that's been keeping up with this drama and with my channel in the past year to 18 months will know that StealStreamNews at one point tried to copy strike one of my videos. He tried to false flag one of my videos. My video, The End of StealStreamNews. He filed a copyright strike against that video, and it was taken down for about 30 days before I counterclaimed and the video was put back up. Now, I just got an email this morning. I woke up to an email, I looked at my phone, I'm like, oh, from YouTube, a copyright claim was created against your account, and I read it. He's tried to do it again. He tried to do it to my beginning of the end video about him. But YouTube this time has told him no. They said, we believe that this video is fair use. So they declined his strike against the video, and my video has remained up. He was not very happy with that from what you can see here in this little message he sent to YouTube with his claim. And you can also see that he tried to claim that my entire video was a re-upload of his stream. This is blatant copyright abuse. This is blatant abuse of the system, and I am surprised that his channel has not been terminated yet. I would have thought that YouTube would have been more strict about this, because from what I can understand, it seems as though he's trying to do this to other people. I know he has done it to other people in the past when he done it to me before, and all of these have been false flags. They have all been abuses of the copyright system, so I am shocked that YouTube has not done something about this yet. Regardless, this shows his utter desperation, because his claim said that what he was claiming was from the original video. It was chatting with Amber. So it was the Amber clip from my video. And the previous time he claimed one of my videos, it was when I showed the Amber clip. This exact same clip where he talks to Amber after the alleged rape took place. So obviously, this clip is something he doesn't want out there. I've got around 10 videos in total on this guy. He's only ever tried to claim 2 of them. And those 2 were both the ones where I played the Amber clip, and that was it. That's the only ones he's ever tried to claim. So obviously he knows that that clip shows him in a negative light. Even if you don't think that what happened was rape, I don't think anyone can watch that clip and think he comes out of it looking like a great guy. It damages his image immensely. There is no way you can watch that clip and not feel disgusted with him. And he is doing his best to get rid of it. These are not the actions of a pure man with a clear conscience. These are the actions of a sleazy scumbag who is desperate to cover up his past actions. And that's his desperation. So to recap this video, we spoke about 3 topics. The first was about the flip-floppers, these girls who were on his side, decided to change to the opposite side to get their agenda through, and then they suddenly went back to him after calling him all the names under the sun. These people are not to be trusted. They never were to be trusted. They are sleazy scumbags just like StealStreamNews is. The second topic was Onision's alleged defense of StealStreamNews. We covered how Onision was being very simple in his idea that we should not be talking about StealStreamNews, and instead we should just be reporting him to the police. Because what we can do is actually both. And even if you don't want to report to the police, we can still make videos to expose and raise awareness so that other people don't get involved. And the third and final topic we covered was the utter desperation of StealStreamNews as he tried to copy strike one of my videos. So class, what did we learn today? What's that? You got it. You got it. That is correct. StealStreamNews is a slimy, sleazy scumbag who is at this point very, very desperate. You're welcome, society.
Ragreynolds, the coolest lad you'll find. Ragreynolds, a Scottish mastermind. He's subject to everything he wants and worship his every single word.